Two breaking stories just shook up the Detroit Lions' plans, and one of them might completely shift the balance ahead of the most anticipated game of the season. The first involves a bold roster move with a surprising trade that sent a key veteran packing. As for the second, well, let's just say it caught even their biggest rivals off guard and could hand Detroit a huge early season advantage. If you're a fan who lives and breathes Lions football, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Let's get into it. Well. The Jacksonville Jaguars are making some moves to beef up their wide receiver room, and they're doing it by bringing in a seasoned vet, Tim Patrick. According to Tom Pelissero, the Jags are swinging a trade with the Detroit Lions, shipping off a 2026 sixth-round pick in exchange for the 31-year-old wideout. Now, why would Detroit be cool with letting go of a reliable target like Patrick? Turns out, rookie WR Isaac Tisley has been lighting it up in camp and making such a strong impression that the Lions felt confident handing over the keys to the young guns and sending the vet packing. Let's rewind the clock on Patrick's journey. This dude's NFL story is the definition of the long grind. He signed with the Ravens as an undrafted free agent out of Utah in 2017. Didn't stick around long in Baltimore, got waived, bounced to the 49ers, waived again, and finally found a home with the Denver Broncos. Denver's where Patrick really started carving out a role. He stuck through exclusive rights deals and tenders, eventually landing himself a solid 3-year deal worth up to $34.5 million heading into 2022. Unfortunately, injuries and some tough breaks derailed that ride, and after a contract restructure in 2024, Denver ultimately couldn't find a trade partner and cut ties. He didn't stay unemployed for long, though. The Lions scooped him up for their practice squad and later inked him to a 1-year deal for the 2025 season. Last year in Detroit, Patrick suited up for all 16 games, hauling in 33 catches for 394 yards and 3 touchdowns. Solid production for a depth guy who can still move the chains and stretch the field a little with that 11.9 yards per catch average. And if that trade raised eyebrows, wait until you hear the last-minute news that could change everything against one of their toughest matchups. The Detroit Lions just got handed a golden ticket ahead of their Week 6 clash with the Kansas City Chiefs, because they won't have to deal with Rashee Rice. The Chiefs' top wideout is officially suspended for 6 games by the NFL, stemming from that wild high-speed crash he was involved in last year down in Houston. That's a massive break for Detroit. Rice, only 25, was supposed to bounce back strong in 2025 after a rough 2024, where he only played in 4 games thanks to a knee injury. But now he's only got 11 games left, assuming he stays healthy, after serving this suspension. And for the Chiefs, that's a huge chunk of offensive production gone. Kansas City's receiver room was already one big old question mark outside of Travis Kelce. They've been desperately searching for a true WR1 to pair with Patrick Mahomes. Rookie Xavier Worthy looked electric last season, but he's still raw. They'll now have to lean heavily on Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Tyquan Thornton, Jason Brownlee, and rookie Jalen Royals to fill that void, none of whom scream problem for opposing defenses. This Week 6 game could be a playoff or even Super Bowl preview, and Detroit's feeling the early season blessings. Last time these two squared off, the Lions shocked the world with that Week 1 win in 2023, setting the tone for what turned into a breakout year. This time around, they're hoping to double down on that magic, and not having to deal with Rice gives their secondary some serious breathing room. But don't let the Rice news fool you. This Chiefs squad is still loaded. Chris Jones and George Karlaftis are absolute monsters up front, and the Lions' revamped O-line is going to have its hands full keeping Jared Goff upright. And Worthy? That dude can flat out fly, so it's not like Detroit's corners can coast. The Lions' journey up to this Chiefs showdown includes a Week 1 road trip to Lambeau, a home opener against the Bears in Week 2, and a tough Week 3 battle in Baltimore. With one of the toughest schedules in the entire league this year, they'll take any edge they can get, and Rice's absence just made the path a little less rocky. The front office made a gutsy call, and luck may have just thrown Detroit a lifeline. But make no mistake, the road ahead is still brutal. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single Lions update.